Alright guys, what's up? My name is Max Santi. I'm here with Go and Thrive, and in this video I'm going to be talking about one of the single greatest investments that you can make in order to live a successful life. Now I know a lot of you want success, right? You guys want the nice car, the big house, the lifestyle, the travel, the luxury, right? But the truth is, not everybody's going to be a millionaire, and that's just the reality of this world. Not everybody's going to be a millionaire. Not everybody's going to have financially free income. Not everybody's going to have a Lamborghini. And that's just the reality of this world. Why is that? It's because the successful people that do have those things and will have those things invest in themselves, and that is the greatest investment that any of you can make. If you were expecting me to tell you go invest at Twitter on March 10th so it could double and multiply so you can make $66,000 in your first month, then just turn off this video right now, because this is not how the world works. And I don't want to teach anybody, I want to talk to anybody that really has that mindset of a get rich quick scheme, because the reality of this world is that if you're one of those people that really think that, oh yeah, just plug X and Y together and you're going to make $66,000 in your first month without putting any hard work or any strategic, the world does not work like that. And I swear to God, if you guys need any, if you guys really think that that's how the world's going to work for you, and because you're special and you got to have this, and you really think that just plugging X and Y makes 66 grand in your first month, then you need a reality check, because that is not how the world works. The world doesn't function like that anymore, and it never did. I don't think so. And it's certainly not going to do that, because in today's market, in today's world, it's literally all about this. Because when you can use your mind more than your heart, you will achieve success. You will have greater, massive amounts of success. All the things that you talk about, travel, cars, connections, all that, right? You're going to have that. And this is only to the people who work smart more than hard. Now, what do I mean by that? A lot of people confuse massive amounts of activity with achievement and accomplishment. What do I mean by that? A lot of people say, oh my God, you have no idea. I just spent 11 hours working for two months, and I still haven't moved on. I still can't get the missing puzzle. I still can't put A to B. Why can't you put A to B? It's because you're consistently going with this. You're consistently going with your heart. You're consistently, oh my God, I'm working so hard. I'm doing all this. I'm really accomplishing so much. I'm so proud of myself. But you're not making any progress at all. If you literally spend 2 weeks working 11 hours and somebody who spends 1 hour can go to point A to point B like that, that's who I call the successful human being. Why? Because that person is using this more than that. That person is literally just getting from point A to point B much quickly, much smarter, rather than the person who's just working harder every day. Oh my God, I still can't get to point A to point B. That is the example of the person who will not achieve as much as he possibly could, and he's not reaching his potential. Now, a lot of people in this society that we're all living in today are going to consistently tell you, work harder, keep grinding, you got this, it'll eventually happen, oh my God, you're almost there, keep going, keep working hard. Those are the people you need to avoid, because those people are going to burn you out. They're going to tell you to keep working harder, keep doing the same thing. Einstein said it best. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's Einstein's quote. Now listen, if you can really comprehend that quote, it really means what I'm talking about right now. If you really think, I'm going to keep doing this, I'm going to keep doing that, I'm going to keep working harder, keep working a 9 to 5 every day, and eventually I'll own a Lamborghini, oh my God. No, the world doesn't work like that. It's not going to happen for you. I hate to say it, and this is why I just want to emphasize this part right here, because now, a lot of you don't like hearing the reality of this world and how this world really works. And the truth is that if you keep going with that mentality, oh my God, I gotta keep working harder until I achieve my dreams of owning a nice car, you're never gonna own that car. You're never gonna go in the dealership, walk into the door, put the money on the table and buy it. You're never gonna do that. And I hate to say it, but it's just the truth. Now, the person who does open the door, puts $100K on the table and says, give me that car, is the person who used this more than everybody else. Let me give you an example. Ty Lopez, one of my mentors, told me this example, or I saw it in the video. He said, and I don't know if this story is true, but he said, there was a plane that crashed, right? It was full of engineers, and it crashed into the jungle, right? This is a plane that crashed into the jungle. It was full of a bunch of engineers. The engineers had machetes, so they started chopping away in the jungle. Chop, 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 right? Looking for survival. All except for one engineer. One engineer who had this more than the rest who had this. You know what he did? He climbed a tree. He looked for survival. He looked, oh my God, the city's that way, while the other guys are working that way. The other guys are working harder. They're chopping away. I'm getting so much accomplished. Yeah, we're almost there. And the point is, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. It's survival, because at the end of the day, it's all about the result. The person who's working smarter, though, the engineer that climbed the tree, he climbed the tree. He said, the city's that way. So that person will find the success. The success is getting survival. Those guys over there will not achieve success. So you know what he said? He said, guys, you're chopping away, you're doing a really good job, you're working hard, but the reality of the situation is you're going nowhere. You're not making any progress at all. Why? They're working harder more than smarter. The guy over there, smarter more than harder. That's the one that's going to achieve more success. Now, what really sucks the most is that a lot of people who are making massive amounts of money aren't working, not even half as much as the average middle class who's working a 9 to 5. Is it because he grinded more? I don't really think so. I think that because the entrepreneur nowadays, you take Ty Lopez, you take Gary Vee, you take Grant Cardone, those people self-invested into themselves. They took it upon themselves to tell themselves that I don't want to live life like the rest of the rest of the people out there, going to a 9 to 5, waking up at I don't know how long in the morning, and I got to go to my job that I really hate. And they said, fuck that. You know what they said? They said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to self-invest in myself. I'm going to take the sacrifices right now today, get off my ass and start doing something about it so that I have a successful future. And that's what most of you can't even do. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth. And I'm not trying to criticize any of you. I'm just trying to wake you up, because the reality of the situation is that nobody else is going to tell you this. Nobody else is going to tell you that you got to work smarter more than harder. And I hate to say it, but it's just the truth. Unless you go to one of these mentors and you got so lucky and you just got blessed upon to have a mentor. Not even myself. I'm not trying to mentor you or being like the guru here in this situation. I'm not trying to be the wise guy here. I'm trying to help you out, just understanding that the world right now, the one that you're living in right now, 2018 going into 2019, is not going to be the same thing 20 years from now when you have your kids and you have your career all set up. It's not going to be like this. Technology is going to take over. It's going to be, jobs aren't even going to be, jobs aren't going to be, worked by humans anymore. They're going to be all ran by technology. Google, I think it's Google and some other companies right now, they don't even really care about if their students have or their employees have college degrees anymore. That's all going to waste. And I'm not trying to go for that. That's another video that I already talked about, college and all that, school. You can check that out. It's probably a link down there. But either way, the main point of this is that self-investment will take you further than any other investment, because if you're somebody that wants to invest in Twitter or in the stock market, or you just want to be an angel investor, you don't just wake up one day and say, oh my God, I just want to invest in this company because they have such great potential and I really believe in them and I'm going to put 177K on the table. It doesn't work like that. You know why? Because when you have all the components that come with, what do I have to invest in? What's the interest rate on this? What's this going to do if this happens? What happens if I don't get my money back? Do I offer a royalty? Do I offer this commission? Do I offer equity in my deal? There's so many components that come with the word investing that most of you just think, oh, here's a computer. Let me type how much I want to invest and it'll invest it. And then tomorrow I'll find out if I made money or lose money. And then, oh my God, hopefully I'll just learn that. That's a good way to learn. Failure is always the best way to learn. But you got to first invest in your time and say, what's the stock market really all about? How to invest in the stock market? What are the best companies to invest in? Go to a seminar. See somebody who's talking about the stock market. See people who are doing cryptocurrency, Forex, Bitcoin, all that stuff. Go to those people who have already have success and learn from them. That's self-investing. You're putting money on the table to invest in yourself to increase this, right? A lot of people are going to invest in nice shoes for themselves, nice car for themselves, because they are more concerned with what the world thinks about them rather than what they think about themselves, because they think that their opinion is more important than their own reality. Because people nowadays are going to go spend $177,000 on a nice car, and at the end of the day, they're going to go broke trying to look rich. That all goes back to self-investment. Self-improvement is one of the most important things any human being can have. And this is the type of stuff that they don't teach you in school. And I hate to say it, but it's just the reality of the situation. And you don't got to take it from me. You can take it from all these successful entrepreneurs. I'm talking about Ty Lopez, Gary Vee, Grant Cardone. All these people are going to tell you the reality of the situation, okay? I'm not trying to tell you what to do here. I'm just trying to help you out and realize some of the realities of this world and how they're going to impact you later on in your future. So to wrap this up, the whole point of this video was basically to just tell you that you just got to escape the whole rat race and just try to distinguish yourself in the best way possible, in the positive way possible, Get yourself out of, the misery and the realization that, oh my God, I gotta work harder and this success isn't attainable. I don't think I'll ever own a Lamborghini. I don't think I'll ever do this because I was raised in a poor environment, and then people like me don't ever get out. It's not about where you're coming from. It's about what you're made of. It's about your heart. You know, that's what matters in this situation. It really doesn't matter if you were born in a poor environment. And that's hard for me to tell you because I was born into a wealthy environment. I was born with many opportunities and everything, but don't get me wrong, I still work hard and smart. I spent all my days working around 12 hours on the weekends a day. I'm talking about 12 hours in a day. Sometimes even, just going from 7 in the morning all the way to 12 at night, or, that. But I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to, say that to make you feel better, make myself look greater than everybody. I'm telling you because that's the sacrifice that took me to, takes me to owning 3 online businesses and some of them being profitable. That's what, there's so many components that get you to that middle success, right? And it's also about being smart about what you do with the money after, all right? I've been to these third world countries. I've been personally to India, and I've seen these kids working so hard every day and they still can't get out of it. And it's so frustrating to see these kids who don't have any, resources, and they still do the most. They still wake up at dawn. They still wake up and they do this and they get up and they do so much more than the average American here because they're too busy complaining about everything that they don't have. In India, they're so grateful for everything they do have. They're so grateful that they have this and this and that, and they put it to work because they're more concerned with making progress and being successful in their fucking mind rather than the fucking American that's talking about, oh my God, why am I not getting anywhere? Why am I not making so much progress? It's because you're working harder, more than smarter, and that just goes back to this whole video, Point of this video, man, I'm just trying to help you guys out, understanding that when you can use this more than that, it's so limitless what you can do with your success. It's so outstanding, the potential that all of you guys have. I believe in everybody watching this video. I don't care if you're somebody who's smoking weed right now. I believe that you can turn your life upside down and fucking make something out of yourself. I don't care if you're somebody who's already have it and you think, oh shit, I'm steady, I can do this, I don't really need any of this. The reality is that nobody ever reaches their full potential. They always have room for improvement, and that's a successful mindset that all of you should always have. Don't limit yourself. Don't go off a fucking salary. Every American here, I'm not trying to criticize anybody, all right? But most of these people always limit themselves. Oh yeah, I'm only gonna make 200K this year. Why the fuck are you fucking planning right now and saying I'm only gonna make 200K when you could be making, oh yeah, I'm gonna not limit myself. I'm gonna make so much money this year. I really believe in myself that I can do this. It goes back to self-investing. I'm gonna fucking do this book. I'm gonna read this book to figure out how I can make $1 million this year. How I can make $2 million this year. How I can buy that car that I've always wanted. How I can do this. The people that limit themselves with the salary, oh yeah, I'm just gonna work every day until I get to 200K, and then hopefully, if God's so great to me, He'll drop in a lottery ticket and it'll fall from the sky, and I'll just make $1 million, and that's how I'm gonna buy my car. Super great mentality you have there. Super great. Yeah, sure. A fucking lottery ticket is going to come out of nowhere and just buy you that car that you always wanted. There is no guarantee that your bank account is going to go up because of hard work. There is no rule that says I'm going to work double the hours tomorrow and make double the money. There is no rule that says that. What really makes you more money is when you can work smarter than harder. When you can make, let's say for example, in an online business, when you can communicate the product to somebody in the marketing, and you can make so much money off that because you really taught yourself perspective and analysis, and you taught yourself how to do product research on this, and you taught yourself e-commerce and dropshipping and all that, and now you're like, oh my God, the results are endless. I can make so much money off of this. There is nobody that's going to tell me, oh, Max, you can only make 10K this year. I'm sorry, but maybe you're going to have to work another job. See, that's the life of somebody, and I'm not trying to criticize anybody here, but I'm just telling you that everybody watching this video should be able to have the financially free life that they want. They should have a nice car. They should have a nice bag. They should have financials when the family's tough, they could give it to them, right? That's the feeling that everybody wants. And once again, not everybody's gonna get there. The only people that will ever go into that dealership, open the door, put 200K on the table and buy that nice Lamborghini are the people that are gonna work their ass off, smart and hard at the same time. Because don't get me wrong, grind is a necessity. Hard work is a necessity. But it's not the only indicator that's going to lead to success. Let me repeat that. Hard work is not the only indication that's going to take you to success. It's about strategically thinking how to work smarter. How can I do this better? How can I do that better? How can I get farther than the competition? All that. are key components to actually living a successful life. I hope you guys learned something. If you did, drop a like, share this video. I really appreciate everybody watching this video. If you watched it to the end, I really appreciate you guys. If you watched midway, also again, I just really appreciate everybody that took the time to watch this. If you guys want to know more, follow us on Instagram at Go and Thrive. I think on Twitter too, Go and Thrive. On one, we'll leave links down below. Please share this video if you think anybody can benefit from it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.